First
Okay.
of all, you said you have done masters in JNU. So we
Master's in
all masters in MPhil in JNU.
yeah.
So we all hear a lot of things about JNU and many news. I am really not sure how you feel about them. So is something like that happened with you, or it's not just normal university you went in and it's done?
Yeah. Uh, Sorry, what was the question about JNU, right? That how do I feel about people commenting on JNU? Is that what you're asking?
No, not exactly that. Like because people can comment anything, right? So
Yeah,
what?
yeah, of
How
course.
was your experience? Like you
And
felt any difference?
I'll give you an example, okay? So I was in
Yeah.
Dublin and I was at an Indian store, like
Hmm.
the Indian stores that we have, that was managed by an Indian uncle. Okay? He had been here for 20 years, I don't know, but his family is not here. His family is back in India, right? So he was asking me, and I was single at that time, बेटा आपकी शादी हुई है? And I was like, नहीं, uncle, नहीं अभी नहीं हुई. ठीक है? And then he wanted to know my background, okay, what all I've done. So I said, oh, I'm doing my PhD and I've done my master's from JNU. He's like, JNU? And I was like,
JNU.
he's like, वो तो अच्छी यूनिवर्सिटी नहीं है. I said, oh, really, uncle? तो कहते हैं, मेरी बेटी, सॉरी, नो शेड गाइस, बट मेरी बेटी एमिटी यूनिवर्सिटी की है, वर्ल्ड क्लास यूनिवर्सिटी. एंड आई वाज लाइक,
Yes.
so this is coming from me because what is not covered in my CV on LinkedIn, what you didn't see is कि I did spend a year in Amity. So
Okay.
my bachelor's. It so happened मैं इतनी कॉन्फिडेंट थी कि मेरा ड्यू में एडमिशन हो ही जाएगा कि मैंने और कहीं के एप्लीकेशंस नहीं भरे थे.
Hmm.
Amity ke were the only applications that were open. So I did study in Amity for a year, same like masters in English literature. That's what I was doing with the same course that I did in JNU. But what that course did was, of course, like Amity didn't suit the vibe, the teachers or anything. But I prepped for JNU entrance in that year. So the
Okay.
fact that I ended up in JNU has a lot to do with the fact that I could spend time at Amity, and teachers there also honestly helped me a lot.
Okay.
Right? And the people who say things about JNU first, मतलब the things that were reported in the media first, दो तीन चीजें जिससे लोगों को बहुत प्रॉब्लम थी कि वहाँ की फीस बहुत कम है, लाइक 200 रुपए पर सेमेस्टर. वो बुरी चीज नहीं है, वो अच्छी चीज है कि
अच्छी
अगर वहाँ
चीज है.
की फीस कम है तो, मतलब, because I'm from New Delhi and I also come from an extremely privileged background, right?
Hmm.
So I never had to think from my family's point of view ki where will the next meal come from. The
Yeah.
people that I studied with in JNU, they genuinely had that issue. Their parents could not spare even 100 rupees per month for their education. They could not. Yet those people studied there in JNU and now they're like working in different spheres and they're doing brilliantly for themselves. So that's
Correct.
what JNU made possible. So all those people who were commenting on, oh, we've paid this much in art, well, you have the resources too. Not everybody has the resources. The fact that I ended up in JNU, I think that's a blessing, but I worked my ass off to get there. So
Yeah. Yeah.
the people who comment on JNU, they have no idea how tough the clear just जैसा IIT level होता है ना engineers के लिए, humanities के लिए वो JNU होता है.
Yeah. Yeah.
वो अवेयरनेस कम है थोड़ी, और हाँ, और थोड़े इश्यूज थे लोगों को कि women can go into men's hostel and blah blah
Hmm.
blah. हाँ, it's extremely safe, like within Delhi, that's one spot जहाँ तुम रात को 3 बजे घूम सकते हो. मैं घूम ही रही हूँ in dress, nobody would do anything to you, so sorry,
Yeah.
that's a bad thing. So
Yeah. I can understand. And nobody is forcing you to go to boys' hostel, right? You are allowed. You want
I
to go, you go.
and it's pretty open,
Hmm.
and I like it. So and everybody is educated. मतलब सबसे ज़्यादा civil servants, IAS officers JNU से ही निकलते हैं. So I don't know कि क्या problem है,
क्या
मतलब.
प्रॉब्लम है कुछ प्रॉब्लम होनी नहीं चाहिए
uh,
and like so you are saying your education in JNU was normal and you didn't feel anything different it is normal university and nothing
uh,
else
See,
like
my experience of, so I did DU, Delhi University, Amity University, and then Jawaharlal Nehru University, right? So I would say कि मेरे को काफी universities का experience है
hmm,
दिल्ली में, है ना? तो JNU has this vibe to it कि अगर मैं Amity जा रही हूँ या मैं DU जा रही हूँ ना, तो I wouldn't understand कि पूरा इंडिया क्या है, स्पेशली अगर मैं दिल्ली से हूँ. क्योंकि यार
hmm,
you're so centric in your like cosmopolitan reality that you don't know what exists outside Delhi or outside Mumbai, right?
correct correct
In that JNU was like very different, जहाँ like पूरी इंडिया से लोग आते हैं, ठीक है,
hmm,
और तुम्हें इतनी सारी चीजें पता चलती है कि कितने लोगों का, मतलब, योर colleagues have had such different childhoods from you. तो वो किसी और यूनिवर्सिटी में पॉसिबल नहीं था.
नहीं नहीं
मतलब ऑल्दो इंडिया बहुत डाइवर्स है, लेकिन एमिटी या दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी उनका कोहॉर्ट बहुत ही सिमिलर बैकग्राउंड से आता है.
background है. No, when I ask that question, it's not about. I can see you have good experience there. It's not. I just want to, as a safer side, if somebody is planning to go to JNU, they are not facing any issues. They are getting something more, that is fine, but they shouldn't be troubled at all. Like जाओ पॉलिटिक्स, स्टूडेंट पॉलिटिक्स में जाओ, जे इसको सपोर्ट करो, उसको सपोर्ट करो, ऐसा कुछ नहीं.
जैसे डीयू में भी होता है कि पॉलिटिक्स इज लाइक अ मैसिव पार्ट ऑफ द यूनिवर्सिटी, राइट? स्टूडेंट पॉलिटिक्स इज रियली स्ट्रांग देयर. तो वो तुम्हारी चॉइस है कि यार अगर तुम, मैं ये नहीं कहती कि पॉलिटिक्स में मत जाओ, क्यों ना जाओ. इट्स एक्चुअली रिक्वायर्ड इंडिया में कि प्लीज यंगस्टर्स पॉलिटिक्स में जाओ, ठीक है.
जाओ.
मेरे बच्चे नहीं थी, मेरे को कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं था.
हम्म.
मतलब हाँ, लेकिन अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं वहां पे अगर तुम वो करना चाहते हो. हाँ, इफ यू थिंक इट बिकम्स अ डिस्ट्रैक्शन तो यार यू आर एन एडल्ट बाय द टाइम यू आर गोइंग देयर. बैचलर्स है नहीं वहां पे, सिर्फ मास्टर्स है. So it's expected out of you that at 21, 22 years of age, you know what you want out of your life. So
Correct, correct. But nobody's forcing you. It is totally optional.
there's no forcing, but there's no spoon feeding either कि अच्छा ऐसे पढ़ो
Yeah.
ऐसे पढ़ो. There's not that. So तुम्हें पढ़ना है, तुम्हें जो करना है वो तुम खुद ही करोगे. So that's there.
That's quite interesting introduction of JNU, which is much needed for many people, because people like me, we
हाँ, and नहीं, कन्हैया कुमार कर देगा वो, मुझे जरूरत नहीं है.
yeah, he gave all the introduction, but we want a personalized introduction, and maybe this is good understanding, because in news we feel like it is one-sided from, I don't know which side it is. Sometimes Kanaya side, some side, also this side. So it is very difficult to understand for me what is JNU. It became quite a mystery for us.
To ask, हाँ, I'm glad you asked, yeah.
Thank you very much for that nice and explained answer.